Seeker. Your next contract is Dr. Antanasia Alikhanova. An expert genetic engineer, she runs a research laboratory inside the Arakcheya fortress on Shelikov Island. Antanasia and her colleague, Dr. Nikita Zaitsev, have recently announced the creation of the world's first genetically edited babies, female twins, who are disease-resistant. Antanasia is now planning to expand the program to edit the embryos of hundreds of couples throughout Siberia. This time she will alter DNA that controls height, strength and intelligence to improve the stock of the Siberian people. Antanasia has the backing of her father, Xenik Alikhanov, Siberia's chief of staff. But she is afraid of retaliation from fanatics, other governments, and anyone who thinks she's playing God. Following the recent assassinations, she has hired a body double to stand in for her and conceal her real movements. This double is wearing a device that... The target is Private Ilya Stolitov. During the Siberian War of Independence, he was responsible for the kidnap and torture of many civilians. His death is important to the client. Eliminate him and you will be rewarded.
Shit! Whoa! The other soldiers' locations. Now! I tell you. There.
Exit locations are on your map. Exfiltrate when you're ready.
Oh, come on!
The target is Private Ilya Stolikov. During the Siberian War of Independence, he was responsible for the kidnap and torture of many civilians. His death is important to the client. Eliminate him and you will be rewarded.
Stoletov is now a corpse.
right?
I've
Damian
marked the
Priest
next
also
installation
didn't use that.
locations to your map.
Penta. A lot of these guys are already of that age. Fried Chicken says, after watching WWE, unreal. The creative team and the writers' room are bland like a pasta dinner. Tomatoes. It's time for the WWE talent to step up their imagination and start getting some creative input with the creative team or their storylines. How do you know they're not already there? We don't know if they are or not. You got to be careful when you say that because there are talents that will give ideas that are even worse than the ideas that WWE is giving. Putting creative power into the hands of talent isn't always a great thing. I think it's good for everybody to have input. They could offer ideas and suggestions. I think that's fine. Drive Chicken says a Killer Cross and Darby Allin program on AEW television would be insane. Let's will it into existence. I don't think he would be a good fit for AEW. I don't. I think Tony might push him out of the gate, and then he'll just get bored with him, and he'll be fucking Lance Armstrong. I don't think AEW is a good fit for him. We got GNB, no chance, but most likely to go heel. Cody or Bianca? Bianca, what Cody? Of the two, Bianca. Nick Grasso, what are your thoughts on WWE possibly running the main roster PLE on the same day as All Out? It's typical petty WWE bullshit. Are you really surprised? They do it on purpose. We know this. It's them being petty assholes. Anobi says Braun slipped up on his math while shouting pumpkin nice and blind aliens. Better holler Uncle Scott for a little math lesson. Yeah, I think that. Evan, thank you for the $30 drop. I wanted to come in and celebrate my birthday with you and the family. But I found out my
bitch.
passed away yesterday. My heart was already heavy heading into today, but yesterday broke. Thank you and the family. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. I think we're all very sorry for your loss. I will wish you a happy. I know it's not very happy, but I'll wish you a happy birthday anyway, and hopefully you can take your mind off it for a little bit. But that is it. I'm very sorry. Pro Wrestling Fan 1995. Celebrating 37 months of membership. I used to care about the WWE brands. At this point, it's a complete and utter clown. Triple nose leads to ambulance. If he isn't going to honor it. He doesn't. I mean, on the brand split side, he's just as bad as Vince on the brand split side. They know. It's a way for them to separate the rosters to a degree. But they're going to make the moves that they want to make. And the thing is, they're two general managers. They don't even incorporate them into it. Right? They just show up. And then, like tonight, Adam Pearce gets angry. He calls Nick Aldis and he bitches him out on the phone. It's like, why are they not working together to either trade people or work out arrangements where so-and-so will show up on the show next week and then we'll have an IOU and we can get somebody from their brand to come on our show one day? Like, they don't do it. They don't do it. They don't care. They're lazy. When it comes to that stuff, they're very lazy. Base Bear says, laughing by himself. Oh, that. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. But to go back to Jeremy Rose's, I didn't forget about Jeremy. I wanted to know, do I think Seth and Punk will have a Hell in a Cell match at the September PLE? I hope not. We just had a CM Punk Hell in a Cell match with Drew McIntyre. I don't want to see another. Come up with some other stipulation if you're going to do it. And he says, I think Cross is really signed and will cost Sam. I mean, Sammy, if he's going to go for the championship, is something that's further down the line. But I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. Fried Chicken, Nance Warner and Steph Delander are a great couple, and they are also next. But they get to Santino Morella's office on TNN. Burns and the Beatles. I did not see what they did. So I cannot comment. Alex says, Brother Solo, we might need Teddy Long to return and announce a disqualification match in order for us not to get a DQ. Unreal. It is. Jeremy says Roman versus Bronson. Shoes on a pole. Josh Carlos 98. Remember Stephanie Becker being #1 contender? No. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know what's going on with Naomi. I guess look, I mean, if it is something that is going to keep her out of the ring for a while, then they'll have to work something out as far as how they want to handle that whole situation. It's just premature.
Greetings, Seeker. Your next contract is Dr. Anthanasia Alikanova. An expert genetic engineer, she runs a research laboratory inside the Alexeia Fortress on Shelikov Island. Anthanasia and her colleague, Dr. Nikita Zaitsev, have recently announced the creation of the world's first genetically edited babies, female twins who are disease-resistant. Anthanasia is now planning to expand the program to edit the embryos of hundreds of couples throughout Siberia. This time she will alter DNA that controls height, strength, and intelligence to improve the stock of the Siberian people. Anthanasia has the backing of her father, Zenik Alikanov, Siberia's chief of staff. But she is afraid of retaliation from fanatics, other governments, and anyone who thinks she's playing God. Following the recent assassinations, she has hired a body double to stand in for her and conceal her real movements. This double is wearing a device that will trigger an alert if she is killed, warning Anthanasia of imminent danger. Eliminate the good doctors, Anthanasia Alikanova and Nikita Zaitsev. Locate and destroy the encrypted details of the eugenics program. Find evidence of any unsuccessful genetic experiments. Keep a steady hand, Seeker.
Cody B into the King Ring. So that is a feat that I am surprised that they have not already done. They absolutely need to do. Lost the deal. 3 months of channel membership. Appreciate all your hard work and dedication, always getting you through on nights at work. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Lost Cody. I'm glad to have you with us. All of your streams.
Untold Stories, Life with a Severe Autoimmune Condition, a production from UB Studio, in partnership with Argenix, is back with Season 4. Join me, Martine Hackett, as we explore the realities of life with myasthenia gravis, or MG, and chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy, or CIDP. We'll uncover the stories of resilience and self-advocacy in the face of uncertainty, from overcoming misdiagnosis to finding empowerment in small victories. These are moments that change us. Here's a glimpse of what's in store. Whenever I go to my specialist,
I'm at the location. Unsurprisingly, it's cold.
it's never over, but just being able to say, hey, there's light in the tunnel, stay the course, don't give up on yourself. Every single person with autoimmune illness has a life worth living. Follow and listen to Untold Stories on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that with quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu. Joseph Brooks on WWE
Greetings, Seeker.
through WCW Asian.
Your next contract is Dr. Antanasia Alikhanova.
On my part is
An expert genetic engineer, she runs a research laboratory inside the Arakchea fortress on Shelikov Island. Antanasia and her colleague, Dr. Nikita Zaitsev, have recently announced the creation of the world's first genetically edited babies, female twins, who are disease-resistant. Antanasia is now planning to expand the program to edit the embryos of hundreds of couples throughout Siberia. This time, she will alter DNA that controls height, strength, and intelligence to improve the stock of the Siberian people. Antanasia has the backing of her father, Xenik Alikhanov, Siberia's chief of staff. But she is afraid of retaliation from fanatics, other governments, and anyone who thinks she's playing God. Following the recent assassinations, she has hired a body double to stand in for her and conceal her real movements. This double is wearing a device that will trigger an alert if she is killed, warning Antanasia of imminent danger. Eliminate.
So Peyton always has a body check. Plus, when the friend shows up for the weekend, you can show out for breakfast.
Buy one breakfast sandwich and one for a dollar. Only in the app. Only time only at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Must opt into rewards. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Why is Tony Khan find this promotion better than Vince McMahon who's pressure hard, running Monday night and Friday night? Long-term growth.
Thank you so very much for joining me on this Friday night to table 22nd, 2022. This is a SmackDown AEW Rampage post show. I am your host, JP from the co-host, coming to you live from the old TS. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on the Friday nights, wherever you may be. I don't know what happened tonight, man. I really, SmackDown always sucks, don't get me wrong. It may be the worst show in the entire rest of the movie. But I don't really feel anything going into this backlash show. Here we have Roman Reigns defending the Universal Heavyweight Undisputed Championship. One week I thought it was going to be a lot more. And then this week, we don't really get anything as to who's defending the title against. I don't even think Roman needs to be himself, to be quite honest. I don't think his title defense is really necessary. I don't think his title defense is necessary at that point. I just say give the main event to RK Bro and Usos and unify and the WWE Tag Team Championship at that point. The main event is obviously. Well, Roman has nobody that is really worthy of defending him. Or fighting him, I should say. Roman has nobody worthy to defend the title against. But what they do to him is when they see that witness see grows into something, which we know. But what they did tonight is going to see for Roman Reigns to Drew McIntyre. Whatever that's going to be, I don't know. But we got 2 days of staying coming up this summer, and Monday in the Bank and SummerSlam. The WWE is already collecting receipts for Roman
Damn,
Reigns
now listen.
to be advertised sometime this summer. No, they did not announce Roman Reigns versus Shinsuke Nakamura for that. It don't even make sense how much I want to do. Other than that, SmackDown really doesn't have anything of notes, contract signing, and Charlotte Flair, most top of the show. Ronda Rousey continues to just absolutely be a complete bore on commentaries or on the microphone. God forbid she does commentaries, she put on the seat. But Ronda Rousey, what she's doing on the WWE television, has no interest in anything that she's doing. There's nothing is keeping Charlotte Flair. Predicted way back when the rumors were starting to
Damn. Shut.
Nothing that these two ladies have done to generate any buzz or anything whatsoever. With the contract signing tonight, we'll go for Ronda Rousey. On the microphone again in Albany, New York. Fuck Albany. Fuck people in New York. Also on tonight's show, a lumberjack match with Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre.
Oh, come on.
Ricochet continues to look like the loser of the Intercontinental Championship directions. They have been feuding with Jinder Mahal. I can't wait for the week that we see Jinder Mahal win the Intercontinental Championship. You know it's coming. You know it is coming. Sasha Banks and Naomi have no challenges left in the women's division or the tag team titles. So in comes the top, who is now on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So we need 4 days, or 3 days now. Exactly what I'm saying like that, man. So we got Sasha Banks and Naomi now defending the titles against Shayna Baszler and Natalia. There's legitimately no interest in anything that's going on right now. And the show tomorrow, or the show tonight, or next week, is going to be take an additional episode of SmackDown. After this one going
Oh, it's playing my dumb.
next week. And they're not going to get the shades and the taking chance. So next week's big show, it's the big match. You might decide to he's going to be
Edge.
on AEW Rampage, we didn't really have much of anything else going on in AEW side of things. The Owen Hart Club tournament, that was a very good match with Tomohiro Ishii and Adam Cole. Probably the best thing in the entire show. We got Adam Cole advancing to the Owen Hart tournament, legitimately. And we have qualified along with Pat Black and Samoa Joe. So we're shaping it to be one of the tournaments. We're already hosting guys in the back in the tournament. 25 is really breaking essentially poised to all the matches and the teams on this entire tournament. See the first game, matches on TV, already come up on TV, but I think Tony Khan has done an absolutely beautiful job so far. And each one of these matches are important, and I feel very good about this tournament. Jake Cargill, he defended the TBS Championship. Never thought that the signing was absolutely boring. I expected it to be a complete box fest. But it did not look as terrible as I expected it to be. But it was utterly boring. The best way we could start. Nobody gave a shit. Winning the other matches, she's now 30 and 0. So what are we doing with Jake Cargill? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But it seemed like the well, see what happens. Anthony Garcia and Southwestern Roll Nice with no outside interference. AEW is hyping up a big dynamite next week with Wardlow and MJF storyline where MJF is now to listen to services of and Lance Archer. She's so callous with the board. So we don't like to talk about it tonight. I don't want to thank you guys so much for joining me right here on Off the Scripts. Friday nights, SmackDown, AEW Post Show. Right on ATS. Next time you guys will see me live is on Sunday night. We'll go live again. Forge once a second. I'm Off the Script. Actually, a good show. We're going to take this week's big story. Triple H finally opening up how he feels. We're going to talk about that one. About saying what he said. It's not really surprised what he did say this week, but I find it to be utterly disgraceful that people still think WWE should because it needed a change. Once it's in need of change, you want to need a change. They want to be a many but we're going to talk about it on Sundays live. Off the Script. So make sure you guys follow me on social media. Instagram, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Let's check out all the content that's on the channel this week. There is plenty of it. So go check all that stuff out Monday nights, Tuesdays, Wednesday, Friday. A couple extras thrown in there as well, so make sure you guys go check the whole page for more. Stay in cover! On the channel. Hit up my sponsor for today's show, man. We're sponsored tonight by Manscaped. Manscaped.com, ladies. Manscaped.com. Code SCRIPT20. That's it. Save 20% off. Hit that like button down below as well. Likes on me. Elbow on Drop 1,000 likes minimum on tonight's OTS. So hit that thumbs up. You guys get your super chats in. Super chats come on over. So hit that join button. We are nearing 700 members of the OTS VIP club. If you're not going to be a part of this OTS VIP club, you got to join. Join button, become a channel member, and let's get the show on the road, man. 1,000, sometime some 1,000 days. Damn good party to me. So make sure you guys get the super chats in and get your channel memberships in. I think that's one button. As always, and thank you for all the support. Right on Scripts. Ladies and gentlemen, we started SmackDown off there in the most boring way possible. I want to put everybody to sleep. On tap. Contract signing with Charlotte Flair for WrestleMania package. I don't really get this contract. The match has been announced for 2 weeks. And to think that contract has been signed and get officially made safely for the match to get the rep. I don't know why we're signing the contract if the match has already been made, planned, and announced 2 weeks ago. This is the move that people thought and don't make sense. And that doesn't happen. Why are we doing a contract signing when it's always the same shit? Seriously, contract signings are so passive. They are so old school. WWE doesn't even do them now. They don't. If you're lucky to get one of these things that actually is good television. And I remember when Cody Rhodes was a part of contract signing. I don't know who he was with. But I know AEW gets some contracts out of this ring that can be fucking doing it. They feel like a big fucking match. Contract signings with WWE always end up the same way. Top contract, gavel back and forth.
We got hostiles in the area.
And all of a sudden,
Oh, you bitch.
The smartest fucking guy in the fight. Doesn't make sense. No need for contract signing fucking matches for everything.
Oh, hey, you can do the whole thing over again.
So Charlotte Flair's out there. I used last week's night doing House of Glory stuff. Thank God I was Charlotte Flair beating the shit out of Drew Gulak. What a fucking disgrace. What a fall from grace. Drew Gulak. This guy has mid-con bullshit written all over it. I'm watching that segment. I didn't even know the watch this guy. Well, look, I see this segment on tonight's show with the Big Club last week, and Charlotte Flair put Drew Gulak in a fucking figure eight making mentality. This guy, I am shocked. So shocked. Everything I'm looking at from last week's show, and whatever they got Drew Gulak doing, it almost feels like they're putting him in this world, putting him in this world. It seems like a world where WWE will want to embarrass you before they fucking kick you out for it. Absolutely pathetic. A world-class professional wrestler being put in a fucking figure eight by Charlotte Flair, slapped around by Charlotte Flair, and embarrassed as a backstage interview. Ridiculous. So, we're doing this contract session, and Adam Pearce is out there as moderating the whole thing. He welcomes everybody to Friday Night SmackDown. No welcome to SmackDown because I don't really give a shit. He is referred to Charlotte as one of the most dominant women in WWE history. Michael Cole is talking about the I-Quit match. It's an I-Quit match at WrestleMania. They showed the Gulak segment. Charlotte was in the ring talking.
Heavy military presence. They obviously saw an attack. Wrestlers have got them on alert. Now on the dot of death have become. And like to remind you, we're talking about
So she comes out, she's smiling, and she's giving all this whole bullshit. And so, how do you think he needs her to be dangerous? You know, she doesn't want to be there. She hates everybody. Ronda Rousey is smiling and shaking hands with everybody prison. So they're sitting down, and they're both sitting opposite each other. He says he needs 2 signatures on the contract. He looks down on the table, the contract is not there. Al runs Drew Gulak like a fucking bullet. Drew Gulak runs out the contract and he'll take the phone and he wanted to do a PowerPoint presentation over the rules that are in I-Quit. So I want you to go over all the rules for I-Quit. He is now apparently Adam Pearce's assistant, his new assistant, his team trainer, his new position as his assistant. I hope that this is not new in the storyline, continuing the storyline. Sonya Deville all of a sudden she can't do this wrestling access to everyone. So it looks like, just from my understanding, I don't know if that's or not, with virtual that Drew Gulak may be taking something to get a spot. But then we need to get something to get out there. Rolling, we did. So we want you to do a PowerPoint presentation. Charlotte told you to shut the hell up. God, what's this? Madison tried to stand up to Gulak. She mumbled something into the microphone. I don't know what the fuck she said. Apparently she's so stupid she doesn't realize that she's got a microphone in her hand and she has to hold it next to her mouth for people to hear. Putting everybody to sleep, mumbling. But she's legitimately fucking sleeping and mumbling into the microphone. So Charlotte said that she will explain the rules to Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey was not so champion. You tapped out, which she did on the record back. Charlotte told the crowd that she was fixing her bra. You were fixing your bra. It's a great shot. Awesome. Guys, let's hear from you tapped out. Charlotte said this match has no rules and only number one superstar quits. I want to quit. Let's listen to this woman's style. One woman has to quit. Charlotte says she's got a way to make Rousey quit. This is all the moves. Nobody cares. She said it doesn't matter because she always finds a way. She said that Rousey is going to say two best words in this English language. I quit. Charlotte signed the contract and then shoved it over on them. So, Brown's still talking, and I quit, she says in the television. Brown goes, Brown's getting over and she talked about some more, but I beat her at WrestleMania. She just comes off as annoying. So, Rousey said that there won't be a WrestleMania to save you backlash. Rousey said a WrestleMania won't throw her off Charlotte either, and he believes in losing Charlotte at backlash by forcing her to admit that Ronda Rousey Charlotte getting out, trying to take him over, put the takeover. And Ronda Rousey was able to put it over. He immediately grabbed her arm. It's almost as if she did not expect the treatment to be put over onto her at the end of the segment. She just stood there in a way where her body language said, "What the fuck are you doing? I wasn't expecting it." And she was holding the rock, standing there, all hostile with the fucking with the gun. I mean, I don't get it. It's terrible acting. She can't even fucking speak in her promo. She's standing in the ring, holding the rock, and she didn't expect the table to be flipped over. I mean, what the fuck? You know what? You know what? The acting is fucking it's so bad. So, the table was flipped over, and all of a sudden it's not wrong. Charlotte will make the Ronda Rousey beating Ronda took the fingers stick from Charlotte, beating Charlotte. Charlotte would Gulak and try to pull his two women apart. And Rousey ended up getting Gulak every spin, her fall by spin. Then put Gulak in armbar, and Ronda Rousey signed the contract on Gulak while she had him in the armbar, making Gulak a little awkward to say Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. Gulak now somebody in this position nearly embarrassed. What has happened is because the wearing suits being sweet Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair. Rousey is absolutely fucking garbage. And I'm sure she's a woman of her acting skills are not easy as if she doesn't want to either. I do not want to watch somebody on television that comes off of the Ronda Rousey and what I see is somebody that is barely getting by and doing the bare basics to get on weekly television. And there's nothing as far as acceptance from the she does not want to be there. So why do I want her on my TV? Challenging for a second world championship match. She's never going to win this match. She's not going to stay away. And then this woman in the division. Oh my God. I can't stand her on television. Chasing the time. Her as the champion. Get the back up. Well, she knows she ain't losing. Charlotte got her talking when it mattered at WrestleMania. And Ronda Rousey's going to get the win at Backlash. And then the division might as well fucking fold. Shit will be our mortgage. The Ronda Rousey. It sucks with Charlotte. And we'll make it on Rousey! My God, man. I don't know if I need to fucking make myself at home now. They're a snack. I'm going to start calling Ronda Rousey the walking fucking netbook. Holy shit. She didn't date her. That's the no Rousey shit. She's the fucking netbook and the green hair left out. Oh my God. We're here for fucking bitch. And that's all it comes off as. She knows. It's somebody like that with name dog comes on in and makes the division. He's making the division worse. Worse. What a shit way to open the show. We got Michael Cole talking about whatever happened last week with Rich Holland, Sheamus, Scrappy Doo, and the New Day. Butcher Man.
Calling support!
And Xavier Woods last week. Phil Colbert tagged and beat the shit out of him. But Xavier Woods comes out as wrestling Bush. I'm saying, you know, I know I can blend the one thing that bothers me, and this is not the first time I've ever done it, so, where you got who was a part of that, a group of guys, and Bush, who is his own man, he had his own thing, his own personality, his own everything. When somebody like Bush comes out and has him come out to shamelessness, how does that make Bush look? It makes Bush look like it makes Bush look like somebody that doesn't see his own identity, and there's nothing about Bush that Bush owns or is Bush that I care about. They're basically putting everything that Sheamus is with Rich Holland and Bush. Rich Holland I'm sorry. See Bush come out with his own party with Sheamus and Rich Holland walking behind him, not the other way around. I don't see him come out with Sheamus and then Sheamus comes out walking in front of him. That's the best thing. That doesn't come off as Bush. Being Bush. It's the little things team. They're not. And WWE favors by the little things. So we got this match here. Scrappy Doo versus Xavier Woods. Let me at him! Let me at him, Scoob! 20 years. Puppy power. Bush. Ready for you. Woods had an earlier game to check. But an easy station close out on Bush for Bush. 4 backwards and 4 ups. He's able to pace down to a true manipulation. Not wholly continuation. True manipulation. It's all right. You know, this young Bush has maintained that same style from NXT on the road, which is a great thing to say. Let's say something.
Stay in cover!
He's the same look in NXT, and he's wrestling the same way. Except in NXT in the school, and on Friday night's night, let me at him, Stu! Let me at him! He's pushing watch the Saturday morning cartoon, and he's fucking actually great good at all.
Stay down!
We can't fucking Scooby-Doo, man. Every time we're gonna give you a chance. Just not selecting next 30s, Walter. I just want Rick and Buff. So, 4 on shoe manipulation, slowing the pace down, work over Wood's arm, stopping his elbow. Good top line back, Butch grabs Stacy, moving into the corner, Woods recovers, send Bush to the floor. Followed by a drop kick that sends Bush into the James Scott, Woods face, Hopi Kingston comes over and backs up Woods. Woods still dangerous, jump, missteps into the motions. So, we got a commercial break, and then we come back and try to play Butch is still in control, he's working over Woods' arm, continuing to jerk manipulation, Woods fall back with some forearms and some shots. Woods having recovered through his German suplex, goes for power. Suddenly Woods caught Woods with a backwards, small package. This is his finishing call. He calls this the backwoods, which is a small package. So WWE knows that it's a product with robot finishes. Everybody used to like that. And now they've made it into a thing with Xavier Woods as a way to market. Now they try to think it's they try to get these things done. It's not. It's just much more ridiculous than before. If that's how he beats, he's done. With a fucking smoke.
Kill them!
Now, I don't understand how people have done that. Why haven't you gotten this man winning? That's right. He's now winning. He's been what? Is it not important to establish a new text and a new brand? This I don't understand what that can't be doing. They're going to fucking race. What? And why are we still eating with these fucking what is the deal? What's the entire issue? How can I look at this when the entirety of their program is this one big question? What the fuck are they fighting? What? What is the importance of these two guys in the ring? What's the why is it so important?